We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bulls will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Bulls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Breaks the tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Complete out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quarterback will audible. They're going to throw it again. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the bridge. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Finds his target down the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Powers through the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Power football with the run. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Throws to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They started this drive in great field position, now needing to convert on 3rd and 2. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Bulls. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's open on the right. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
1st down, West Virginia.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw it. Fires it down the seam. It's complete. A huge pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, USA.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Davis will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what? To watch these two teams thus far, they're in Morgantown.
The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's not. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the right. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, South Florida. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Colorado. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right. The tag. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Johnson wants to throw it. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a
catch inside the 25. Touchdown, USF. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Let's go. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle, and he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it. Nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And there was some eye contact going on there on that last play. Press man coverage. The receiver was looking at his guy like, please throw this up for me. You know we got this win. I'm going to beat this guy at the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line. line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Number 12 on the field goal.
And it's right down the boulevard. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The option look. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And you just get...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Now 2nd down as they try to run this clock. They'll try the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. An impressive display there gets him 6.
Yeah, don't worry about throwing. This guy can run, too. Such a great dual threat. And when this guy lowers his shoulders, you can see he can do whatever he wants and get in the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane.
Fires to the middle. Got his man.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He wants to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Pulls it in on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And now on second down for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got him still on his feet. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They get him down after he makes the catch. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W?
Lost one deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.